Veterans Day. Shout out to all those who serve. Thank you for keeping us safe.
Yes.
Thank you those still currently serving as well. So thank you to that. It's Monday, November 11th, Pick Central, as we always do on Mondays, winners and losers. I look to the man to my right who tried to tell me that the Jets had a chance. The Jets had a chance on Friday when I said I loved the Cardinals in this spot. I'm not just saying it because it happened, but
Yeah, it's
I was
fair.
right
It's all
from
fair.
when it
It's
happened.
fair. It's fair.
They beat them up and down the field. They beat them up and down the field. They had 3 70-plus yard drives. They had 100 first downs. They fucking demolished them. Your team is a joke. You might be in the worst spot I've ever seen the Jets.
No.
That's saying a lot.
Worst spot in the NFL right now.
Worst spot in the history of the Jets in a long time.
Yeah, they've been in a lot of bad spots.
They have been, but now
this
you're
one
committed
is
to
like-
Rodgers. I think Rodgers has to be the quarterback.
Oh, he does not need to come. Okay,
I think
so
he's good.
Everything you said, everything you said at that point, I agree with.
But I think he's going to be the quarterback next.
All right, well, I don't want to live in that reality. So
But you have to live in it because
I don't choose to. I don't.
No, you have to live in it.
I don't want
out.
to live in that. I'm
Just opting out.
I can't.
Okay, you fired your coach this year, right?
Yes.
You didn't fire your offensive coordinator for what
doesn't-
reason?
because
Because of
keep
him.
him happy, right?
Yes, and I think that he is going to again next year be like he's not going to just go down like this, and it's going to be worse next year, but he's not going to go down like this.
Well, it shouldn't be his. Listen, okay, so I definitely, I did. In fairness, though, Rico, you will say I did say I was biased on the show, but I did give out the pick. That's fair, and I own that. I'm a thirsty man in the desert who thinks he might be getting a glass of water, and even if that water is salt water, I'm still going to drink it because I'm so fucking pathetic with this team. I would cut off a toe if it meant the Jets getting to Super Bowl. I'm not even saying winning it. I would cut off a toe if I meant I got to see my Jets in the Super Bowl before I die. That's how pathetic and much of a loser franchise that I root for, and that's where I am right now. The Jets are in the worst spot they've been in franchise history. Franchise history.
They're in an absolute shambles.
Let's say they cut ties with Rodgers at the end of this year. Let's say they really kind of basically cut ties with everyone. There's $100 million in dead money. Dead money. Yeah. Even if Rodgers retires.
What's he, $46 million if it's dead? If he retires?
If he retires, it's $50 million split over 2 years. So it's 20 and like 25 and 25, whatever. Yeah, this is. They need to cut everything down to the studs. They need to trade everyone for any assets you can have. They need to cut. You need to kind of live through the desert of dead money for the next 2 years, and then hope you could attempt to be competitive again 3 years from now. You need to hire a new coach. You need to give Mike Vrabel whatever he wants. You need to give a GM who not a new GM, a GM that has built a successful team before. It's what the Jets always do. They hire people that have never built anything. We need to hire someone who's experienced building something. Go hire someone who has experience, give them a blank check, whatever they want, and bring them in. And then Woody, go be an ambassador to fucking England again, or where the fuck you want to go. Just leave these guys alone and let them build something.
You know what your biggest problem is? And it's
I'm a Jets fan,
not the
and I'm fucking
well,
45 years old, and I haven't seen shit.
One we did say.
I think it's that we warned you that this was going to blow up, and you.
But what do you want me to do?
No, but
admit that
helpless.
admit that franchises are cursed.
They're not cursed. They're cursed with bad
organization.
ownership. It's bad ownership, guys.
I'll never get it. I'll never get it.
I'll never. I'm sorry. I don't believe in witchcraft. Sorry, Rico. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? We're grown men. Like this. They're not cursed. They have a shitty owner. They had a shitty owner for 25 years. That's why the team's bad. It's that simple.
Clemmer, I have a suggestion.
I swear to God, Phil.
How would you?
They're nice, buddy.
They're nice. Jeez.
I mean, well, not because of you, because of me. I'm a lost man here.
So you want Joe Douglas fired? Is that correct?
I
you
do.
want him kicked to the curb?
I like Joe Douglas a lot. There's no move that he made I would make. However, I'm not a football GM, and the results are the results. He has to go.
Elio's friend to be homeless.
So,
Got it.
I don't want. I like Joe Douglas. Out of everyone in this fucking quagmire, he's the one I like the most. But we have to completely clean house. We have to give someone who knows what they're doing, build something to pass the keys.
And you don't believe in curses, but you do believe that someone can go in there and win with bad ownership, similar to how Bob Myers went to Golden State and built a dynasty there.
No.
Ooh, would you take Bob Myers?
So we need to win in spite of our ownership, and that's why you need someone who's very successful, because there's extra hurdles that other franchises don't have to deal with. So yes.
How would you feel if Theo Epstein put his name in the ring for the Jets GM job?
I don't know. I don't know if he knows football. So we have to fire football. This is you being stupid. I know. This is you being stupid now, Phil.
I have.
You can hire the right people.
The question I was saying is obviously the ownership's dog shit. Your quarterback's old, of course. That's
Completely
the old
washed up.
stadium.
Completely washed up.
The
Everything.
the biggest problem is just Sauce Gardner sucks.
Ticket
And like
sales.
your defense the defense was the thing that you were like, all right, we
Banking
got.
on.
Your defensive line gets bullied.
You have to get rid of everyone. Nothing matters anymore.
No, but the problem is
It doesn't matter.
No,
Nothing
I understand,
matters.
but there's always on bad teams, right? The Giants. We have a really, really, really bad team.
Yes.
But there's still highlights.
Yes, there are. You have a wide receiver that's
Wide
exciting to
receiver,
watch.
Dexter Lawrence is like the best defensive line. Like Burns has been a little bit disappointing, but like there's still a guy we drafted this year is doing well. Like Tracy's been great.
Yeah.
So there's pieces.
Absolutely.
Neighbors.
I don't know. Garrett Wilson's your one piece, and Breece Hall's still good. I think. I don't think it's really.
I think so. Like he
think he's still
he averaged
fine.
5 yards a carry
Like,
yesterday.
Sauce Gardner was like going to be like the best cornerback for
taking a huge
next
step
10
back.
years.
He's taking 3 steps back.
He's taking maybe 5. I've never seen anything like it.
No
Like
argument here.
someone even said we can't call him Sauce anymore. Like whatever his real first
Ahmad.
name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's got to be just Ahmad Gardner because he's been awful.
Yep.
I don't get.
C.J. Mosley's all banged up again.
Has Hassan Reddick even been back since?
Yeah, he's been back.
I haven't even seen
He
him.
had a little bit of an impact the last game. This one, no. The first game, no. No, I mean, you get rid of all these guys. You have to trade everybody. You don't understand. Everybody. Everything on this team needs to go. 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 Every single, the fucking, from the kicker to the quarterback, everything in between, gone. Everybody involved in the coaching staff, gone. Everyone involved in the front office, gone. When I say clean
Ticket
house,
sales, that'd be a real shame if some of those honest, hardworking ticket sales people who didn't fuck anybody over ever once in their lives all lost their jobs. That'd be a real shame.
the tickets, sure, they can go too, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's some nice people in there too. I'm sure
This could be the curse of the ticket sales.
Could be the curse of the ticket.
or maybe there's no curse. It's
When
just
did you
bad
get- when-
ownership,
when they
and
fuck
we
you
hire the wrong
over?
people.
What?
When they fuck you over, what year?
2013.
I'm
Wow.
sure they're all
Have they made the
gone
playoffs
now.
since?
12.
Are they still there?
There's a few still. I keep track of a few.
No, I'm sure you do.
I mean, have they made the
Some
playoffs
least
since?
surprising news.
What?
They have
they made
not.
the playoffs since?
They have not.
They've not.
I mean, that could be the curse.
Curse of Bosco.
The fact that the Patriots and the Jets have the same record has got
Nuts.
to.
And the Patriots should have won more games.
More kills.
Patriots
Clemens
should be
so
ahead.
much. That one kills you because you know, like that was
Yeah,
your
that was
big
your
thing.
one thing.
It
And you were
doesn't.
right because you were right, but you don't get to be right about it.
Oh, I can still be right about the Patriots. And I
Not
can be
really,
wrong with the
'cause we
Jets.
all
Oh, I
knew-
can be.
But everyone knew
I
it.
am.
No, but everyone knew it. Even Dukes knew it
Where did Dukes know?
that they were gonna be bad.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, we're even
Not
like,
everyone knew it.
They
Dukes
also-
knew it. I'll give Dukes
Drake
credit.
May's.
We are in
looks
the
pretty
perfect
good.
No, the
position.
Patriots have a quarterback that's exciting. They have some things in their defense that are exciting. The Patriots are in a significantly better franchise situation than the Jets. No, I'm
1000%.
not coming with rose-colored glasses. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, this is a disaster. A
Yeah, it's
disaster of epic proportions. This is something that's going to haunt this franchise now for 2 more years because you have to get out of cap hell. This is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's bad.
You know, the Patriots could have the best team in this room.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, we're a quarterback away.
But if you look
Quarterback away from being
again,
like 500.
I do not think that I think I'll lose the tattoo bet. I do think we could have more wins than the Jets. And
The Jets, the Patriots,
It's hard to say
rest of
that.
Pat's schedule
It's
is
hard
pretty
to
tough.
say that
It-
also, though, Dukes. I will say it's a little hard to say it when you still lost to the Titans, who's a worse team. Like
2 overtime losses.
I know, but you
I
still
know.
lost to.
We
the
all
Titans.
suck.
It's not like you lost to.
Who
the
has the
Ravens.
best future?
Yeah,
the
but we lost-
present is a nightmare for
Yeah,
all
like
of
right
us.
now, we're all bad. You didn't lose to the Ravens in overtime. You lost to the
Patriots,
Titans.
Patriots might have the best future though.
Patriots have the best, they have the quarterback.
Yeah, because they have the quarterback.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
We have. I mean, 2 overtime losses and a loss to the Dolphins without Drake May starting. Like, we could be at 5 wins. right now.
100%.
Like, I'm giving like 5 wins. If
But
Drake
then
May,
also, like, the Giants could also be at 5 wins with the kick a field goal. Like, we could do that same
Jets could have
thing.
beaten you. You're only going.
So I don't understand what
Sure.
you mean. I'm not trying to shit on, but like it is like we could have had 5 wins as well.
Right.
I'm glad we don't. I'm so happy we don't. Believe me, I'm so.
The
happy.
Jets could have beaten the Pats and they could have beaten the Broncos. Like a lot. You could play this game a lot. Well, we all suck. I will say the Pats are in a much better spot than the Jets because the cap room they have, and the quarterback. I think the Patriots are in the best spot of all 3 of us because of that cap room and the quarterback. But you guys are in a much better spot than I am. No,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not.
Definitely.
There's no false hope here anymore.
Now it's
False
finally-
hope is dead.
We're finally out. Like we're out of like we're now getting a new quarterback. It's out.
And you're finally on this day of
Love the man. Guy's a
November
great
11th,
guy.
2024, finally Marty Bush will admit Daniel Jones is a horrific, shitty quarterback.
As a great guy, love him as a man.
Seems like a good person.
Not a great quarterback.
No, terrible, Marty.
Bad. He's bad. He's
Terrible.
I don't know what to tell. Yeah, he's bad.
Struggling.
Let's move on.
No. I think you owe Meek Phil finally an apology.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You're never gonna give him one.
No, I don't.
I
That's
do want to say
bullshit.
No, I don't. Because
That's wrong.
No, because
I'm telling Dukes he was right about the Jets.
If he didn't Frank the Tank it, I would be okay. But he's Frank the Tanking it, where it's like you're saying things just because if they don't, it's the longest yawn I've ever seen in my life.
He's really.
You know, as I'm talking, it's
Stretching. Stretched.
I wish the camera was on.
That was great.
No, he Franks and tanks it, where like everything's bad, and then if it just goes bad, he's right, and if they don't win the Super Bowl, he's right. It's basically that.
Oh, that's not true.
That's
No,
what
he
does.
was.
Look, what we're getting right now. We're getting a Frank freak out right now. 'Cause
Frank's
that's
upset
what
about
it is.
something. I don't know. Who knows what? But Meek has been on about Daniel Jones though, specifically,
It's
and he
also
was
like-
right.
But to be honest, let's be honest right now, right? Is it that hard? Obviously, I'm riding for my guy.
That's just one stat.
Like when we said, there's so many stats for a lot of quarterbacks too that no, but he's a funny person to make fun of on Twitter. I understand that, but it's the same thing we telling you about the Jets, and you said, "What? How could you?" Because you want to be excited. The same thing.
You have to have hope.
Marty, this is the most damning list I've ever seen. Daniel Jones is the list. Like,
Got him.
that's-
That was good, Phil.
Don't say
I know
this.
It was past TD player quarterback to start each of his. Give me that again.
Yeah, can we put it up again? This is
You
tough.
actually
He
read it?
literally is the entire list.
No, he's not. There's two other names on it.
One of them's a backup.
Yeah, he's not
and the other
literally.
one's
You're
right,
wrong,
you
you're wrong,
dumb
Phil. He's not
Phil.
literally the
You
entire
dumb
list.
Phil.
True.
You're right. Listen, he sucks. I don't know, like what else.
All
All right,
It's
but
horrible.
for a long time you were hesitant about saying he sucked.
Of course, he's my quarterback. You ride or die with your guy for so long. You have to. If you don't, you did the same thing. You did the same.
Well, I
thing.
did it for 10 games or whatever. Like I was
Yes,
out on
but
Zach Wilson
as
for
of
a long
right
time.
now, he was my quarterback.
Man, for 6 years, Marty.
Exactly.
Kid went to grad school, like 6
Exactly.
years.
I had to. What? You're not going to ride with your guy for 6 years? What are you going to do?
That's well, I mean, I guess
What are you
you
going to do? Now he's out.
you
Now
say he
it's time.
sucks. Zach Wilson, I said last year he
Wow.
sucked.
Yeah, well, you
Zach
never
Wilson
won
got
your
3 years.
You never won your playoff game.
That's true. I guess.
If someone won you a playoff
Mark
game,
Sanchez. No, that's not true. I said I was very down on Mark Sanchez.
you were wrong. He was fine.
You should have kept him.
Should have kept him.
No, we shouldn't have.
Yes,
He's
you
terrible.
should've.
No, we shouldn't.
1,000%.
The
Only person
defense
could
won
ever beat
those
the
games. The defense won, and he also
And
had
good quarterback play.
No, it was not good quarterback play.
There's
Great
also been a
quarterback
lot of
play.
bad
Nah, it wasn't.
quarterbacks in NFL history to win a playoff game. Like Tim Tebow won a playoff
Yeah,
game.
it's a
We
good
can't
point.
just keep
Let's move on.
You're absolutely right,
You
Phil.
guys get away from our team, seriously, because our teams are so bad. But there's, speaking of losers,
Chicago Bears.
oh my God. And it's not, and there's a lot, it's because it's your number one guy. It's still only 10 games. You can give him some chances. He holds the ball for so long. Why is no one talking about this? Because I saw the same thing. Why is no one talking about this? Where Bryce Young is he only had 1 year. But it's the same thing, 9 career games. Bryce Young had a way worse team.
Way
Worse team.
way worse receivers.
Way worse receivers, way worse defense, but Caleb Williams gets a pass for a lot more right now. And listen, Caleb
Well,
Williams,
Bryce Young got a pass for a while too, and I think Caleb Williams we're starting to see the passes going away.
Caleb Williams is also they're like, oh, the line sucks. He also holds the ball for a really long time. And you also scored 3 points against the Patriots. 3.
I mean, horrific.
Marty, I love you talking about he holds the ball for a really long time. Like, yeah, all 9 of those sacks yesterday, that's not the O-line.
No,
Sacks are a
yes.
quarterback stat.
Because I watched the Bears yesterday because Eddie's like, have you seen have you seen the line? Have you seen the line? Eddie's such a sad sack, and I feel so bad for him because he truly loves that team. What do you think, Bosco?
As far as those two, I think. As far as I had one issue I had.
All right, but come on.
Caleb Williams is not great after what was.
I'm watching yesterday, and they're
After what was started for the beginning of the year, where it's like, here come the Bears, here come the Bears. They've also
I was excited for him.
beaten some
I
bad
kinda
teams.
was
I
too.
agree as well. But you look back at their schedule, we're the best at looking back at schedules. They've beaten who?
Titans, Jags,
Right.
Panthers.
Are you guys ready for
Nothing
this?
to hold your hat on.
Listen to this.
Absolutely nothing
Here's what
to
they have
hold your
next:
hat on.
Packers,
Oh, I love this.
Vikings, Lions, Niners,
Yeah,
Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers. There is not one even remotely easy game. You guys maybe Seahawks is the worst. They're fucked.
They may not win a
Seahawks
game.
away or home?
What's that?
Is it away or home, Seahawks?
Seahawks is home.
Okay,
Home for-
they'll be probably like 2.5-point favorites.
I don't know.
That might be the
but
only
that's
game
the
they're
best,
favored.
right? And
Yeah.
that's the best
No,
of
I
that
know,
group.
that's-
They still have 2 against the Packers, like I said, and 2 against the Vikings, and 2 against the Lions. Oh
No, they're fucked because this is what. But like I said, I watched the game yesterday. Just off red zone. I was watching just this particular game. I turned it off pretty fast because it was a bad game. I actually liked watching Drake May. I'm not gonna lie, but he just holds the ball, and it's like, okay, even if your guys aren't open, throw it away. Do something else. He still thinks he's in college, where this is a difference between college and the NFL. You can't run away from all your problems like he used to do in college. He used to run around in the back. Like there is a couple people that like Lamar Jackson can do that, but he doesn't even do it as much because these guys are so much more athletic and fast in the NFL than college, and it's not even close. And he is a disaster right now. Before the season, right? All of us people online, what'd they say? This is the best situation number one draft pick that's gone into for a long time. And what's he done with it? Were they 4 and 5?
4 and 5, but that schedule is so hard. They might not. They went 7 and 10 the last 2 years. Or I'm sorry, last year. Excuse me. They went 7 and 10. They might not be 7 and 10 again.
Well, their division's so good too. It doesn't matter.
Like, do you see 3 wins there? Like those games I mentioned. Like we certainly don't see 4.
And I don't know. Has Rome been good either?
Not really.
I feel like he hasn't been. Keenan Allen, I don't think plays.
Although I don't know if it's. That's the thing is, and then what's it? The DJ Moore also. He had a good catch yesterday, but
DJ Moore, they hate DJ.
They hate him.
The only caveat is if you get a new coach, obviously if Eberflus gets knocked out, you have.
But the thing is, how is he not gone yet?
Dunze, by the way, 414 with the touchdown this year.
Eberflus should be gone now.
No, see, I disagree.
Why?
Because the schedule is so hard, and when you bring in, it's a lamb to slaughter. Just let it ride out, and then you fire at the end of the year. You could bring in fucking Don Shula, and you're not gonna win games.
No, but sometimes it's just like you got to show, like, all right, we've had enough. I think just
like, what does it matter though?
I think it's just. I mean, you're 4 and 5. You could still salvage your season.
You can't though.
But
I know, but the reality is
it shows your. I think not even the fans. It shows your players that like we gotta do something. Like you're running it back out. Why am I not seeing the tweets anymore for Bryce Young and DJ Moore best trades or whatever? Because it's not. I haven't seen those in a long time.
Well, it was a great trade. They just didn't. I
know, but it's not working.
But the picks they made the wrong.
Yeah.
They made the wrong selection.
That's what I'm saying, where it's like.
Although I will say so.
Obviously,
This is a crazy stat.
I don't know.
Patriots looked at 34 snaps in which Caleb Williams has held the ball for 6 seconds or longer. That alone is crazy stat, and some quarterbacks don't even hit it in a career, he said. Noting his role was to ensure Caleb Williams didn't get out of the pocket.
Yeah,
Crazy.
6 seconds is.
I don't know.
It's so crazy he was
6
allowed
seconds
to
is a
hold
long
it for
time.
6 seconds.
What?
It's crazy he was like able to
Patriots
hold it for
didn't
6
get to him.
seconds.
It's a great offensive line day right there.
I don't know dick about college football, but it seems like the overall consensus was Caleb Williams should be the number 1 pick.
Definitely.
Yeah. Sorry, Caleb Williams should be the number 1 pick.
I still think they had to pick him. Yes.
So, I don't know. At some point, who do you blame?
Well, I mean, there's also been there has been situations where I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if is it more of the organization? I have no idea, because he's also. I mean, if you look at it, Jaden Daniels wasn't very good in the beginning of his college career. He transferred. He was at Arizona State. And then all of a sudden he went to LSU and he was the Heisman. It wasn't like.
I guess you could have traded down. If you didn't believe in the player, you could have traded down.
Always trade down if you don't think so.
Yeah.
But also, not even this used to be a joke, but he's the worst quarterback out of the class this year.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix just almost beat the Chiefs.
Bo
Nix is a field goal away beating the Chiefs.
He didn't look good in that game,
blocked
though.
away. He didn't look good in the game.
But he's also looked better than Caleb Williams.
That's a fact.
And also, who I think the Broncos were awful last year.
Oh, they have think of how much dead money they have with Russell Wilson on.
Russell
on the
Wilson
Bucs.
was on the team and they were awful.
Yeah.
Every single rookie quarterback, as you point out, that was supposed to be good. I guess the first rounders, Jaden Daniels, effective right away. Drake May
looks really
good.
Yep.
Looks really good. Bo Nix looked bad, but at least
Has been
shows
competent.
progression, and has shown that he's grown as a quarterback.
Yes.
Has gotten better week
He's
over
definitely.
Well, I guess McCarthy, is the only one.
We just don't know. That's
week. But
the
he's
only
a
thing.
Pro Bowler right away.
Penix might be better. We don't know either.
No, we don't have him. Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm
it's
just saying the guys
they
that have
stink.
started.
Falcons fucking stink.
I mean, that was the most Falcons loss of all.
I had that on losers.
You knew they were the most Falcons loss.
Such a fucking bad.
But I don't
They
know
don't stink. They don't. I'm gonna draw
they
a line
just-
to stand on that. You can't come to this show and say the Falcons stink.
It's
but
just
that's
this.
what they
It's
do.
always
They
this
do
with the
that.
Well, they're 6 and 4. They're in first
Always
place.
this.
They're in first place in the division. Let's
It's always this
Yeah,
with
but
the
also
Falcons.
6 and 4.
Bosco, looking back at it, they were like the interim coach game.
Yeah.
Coach Riz.
You could actually make the argument the Falcons were in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Coach Riz like blow out his knee too.
He blew out his toilet.
Is what?
He said he clogged his toilet that morning.
And I used to clog his toilet every Sunday.
Yeah.
I have a potential fraud situation.
I had the Pats on winners, by the way, just because I wrote down that Drake May didn't look that
You
bad.
can't just give people winners when they win one game.
No, I think Drake. I think
saying
Drake.
the franchise
future for
was.
Drake May.
I think it's. Oh, I think that's fine.
That's why I wrote
That's
it down.
Fine,
Not
but
that bad. Drake May.
But also, we gotta. Drake May is trending upwards. 1,000% looks good. I think that's all we gotta say right now. It's been.
I think he's the best. I think he's the best rookie quarterback.
Oh,
just
Jaden.
No,
stupid. See, that's stupid
again,
there.
I think if you switch roles
Dudes,
with them, like
come on.
I still think I think Drake May is the best rookie quarterback.
Why
and I think
not just be like he's doing really good?
Just say he's doing
I know,
well.
and I'll get the bias things. It'll be like fucking Homer, like whatever.
Yes.
Like I know
Which is
how good
fair.
Jaden Daniels is. I know how good Jaden Daniels is, and I think Drake May is just as good, if not better.
But right now, he's not the best rookie quarterback. You can't say
Well,
that.
I think that if you put Drake May on the Washington Commanders, they have the same exact record, if not
I
better.
think Jaden Daniels gets some more wins.
If you did the draft right now, if you did it today, Jaden has to be number 1, not Drake May.
I think so, just because of what the Washington Commanders have done.
I think
it's
because also the Commanders aren't like the. We're also Well, that's what my next question is. It was potential fraud.
Okay.
They haven't beaten anybody over 500 yet.
The Commanders.
Yes. I don't, and there's nothing against. They shouldn't even be 7-3 or whatever they are. What are they?
7-3.
They stole a game from the Bears.
They shouldn't even. Yeah, they stole a game from the Bears. They shouldn't even be where they're at. And they shouldn't apologize. You beat who you beat.
Right.
Doesn't matter. I'm not saying any of that. They deserve
soft
everything
schedule.
going. It's just that they haven't beaten anybody.
Where is that game
500.
Thursday?
In Philadelphia.
All right.
But then it
love
gets easier.
I love the Eagles
Me
either
too.
way.
But then it gets easier for them, though. They have Cowboys, Titans.
When do they?
Saints,
They gotta play.
bye.
When do they play the Ravens? And do they not play?
They don't play. They have Eagles, Falcons, Cowboys.
Why do the Giants have to play like the Ravens and the?
They already did play the Ravens.
Oh, they already played.
They lost them.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you said you meant
Yeah.
that they have them coming up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Got it.
They beat the Browns, lost to the Ravens.
Ev's lucky he's not here. I know
well,
I'm
Steelers,
bouncing
obviously.
around a little bit, but that's a winners. Steelers.
I wrote them down as well.
He's so wrong. Russell Wilson's been great.
Yes, but he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's so wrong. You're obsessed with this.
What?
Yes.
Their offense has taken
Their
a.
offense has been.
Their offense has taken off since
so much better.
that change. It's way better.
You think Justin Fields is gonna get them with the when their defense left up
I don't know.
27?
I
I think you just love Justin Fields.
I do love Justin Fields. I
Which is
respect.
fine.
I respect
Justin
his Fields a lot.
Go somewhere else, but Russell Wilson was better for
I'd
the
take
team.
him.
Pickens has been reinvigorated.
Mike Williams scored a touchdown yesterday.
No, that was the that made me mad.
Yeah.
No, I got like mad. Like I was yelling swears at my TV and doing the whole thing.
His long ball makes no sense.
The moon
Russell
ball.
Wilson. He just throws it like your dad's throwing it in the backyard, trying to throw it high, and Mike Williams catching that on 3rd and 9 was just like, what the fuck?
Let me throw this at you here. And this is a pro Russell Wilson stat to some extent.
I'm not even a big Russell Wilson guy.
Justin Fields in 6 games, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. That doesn't count the ones he ran in, which I think should also count. But just look at this. Russell Wilson in 3 games, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. So both were successful, but Russell Wilson has been more successful. But I think both were good.
Yeah, but there's more of like, look at how many points they're scoring.
That's fine.
That's a big thing because
I know,
the
of course it is.
Steelers at first were not.
I
Scoring
don't know.
a lot of
To me,
points.
it's getting Pickens involved. Pickens was non-existent.
Yeah.
That's huge.
With
Pickens
just.
is not a real person, by the way. Did you see the way he was doing these UFC moves when they threw a pick or something? Did you see that?
No,
Phil?
I didn't
I
see
don't know.
Do you want us to pull it up?
that. You try and find it, yeah.
I don't think you can.
We can't. It's NFL video.
So
If
why
you-
did
can you reenact it?
Why?
Why did
you want me? Okay.
Fucking ask.
Why would you ask?
Well,
That was
there's
crazy.
just dead silence. That's
Bosco,
why.
tell me
There
what
was.
you
There was
want.
dead silence.
Because I
I'm
asked
defending
Phil.
No, nothing. But he's just crazy. The
He
way
didn't
he acts.
understand.
I asked Phil,
Phil?
did you see it?
I'm defending Phil there.
I'm
I
with
asked
Bosco.
Phil. I said, Phil, did you see it? That's what happened.
Right.
You can hit him.
The
I don't think you said Phil.
Yes, I did.
You didn't say
did.
Phil.
I didn't hear it.
All right, look at the tape. If he said Phil, you cannot speak for a week.
Oh no, we need.
All right,
no,
so then
we need
take
him,
it back.
We need him to speak.
Take it back.
We unfortunately need him to speak.
Yeah.
Jeez.
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 All right, so you want me to reenact it? Bosco, can you get over there and I can just give you a little choke slam?
Yeah, 'cause that's what he did.
It was crazy though. He would literally. So the pick happened. The guy with the ball, he didn't go after. The guy next to him, he just basically did like a body slam, and it was crazy. I think he was just looking for something else.
The Mike Williams thing, I'm actually still mad about it. Now I'm thinking about it again. I'm getting mad again.
We're gonna find out a lot about the Steelers in the next coming weeks. They go.
Guy couldn't run a fucking route. He couldn't run a route.
Or is that just a play calling?
But you.
Seriously.
But maybe, I'm sure it is. But like, you still. Why couldn't he run a route?
Because Mike Williams doesn't run routes. He's a guy that does go deep and takes it over, like gets it over guys. That's kind of what he is.
I just think Russell Wilson has more aura than Aaron Rodgers.
All right, Phil, shut the fuck up. What the fuck does that even mean? Get the fucking. I just defended you 30 seconds ago. I
That's why you don't defend.
so much regret all of a sudden.
People are saying Russ has his aura back.
People are saying. Fucking,
We're gonna find a lot about the Steelers. They go Ravens at Cleveland, Bengals, and Browns.
The fact they have 0 divisional games
It's
played.
bizarre. It's very bizarre that they haven't played any divisional
So, like,
games.
six
Now they
of
go
their-
4 in a row.
I'm
6 of
completely.
their next 7 are
Yeah, but that's
divisional
also
games.
2 against the Browns, which is good for them.
That's good too. But yeah, Ravens and at Bengals. What's the? We'll do still big picture on the Steelers. What is their ceiling? Because I think it's AFC Championship.
Okay, that's fine.
AFC Championship.
I think that's. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the Super Bowl.
that means they would have to get past potentially the Bills, but maybe not. The Chiefs play the Bills first.
I don't think they would.
They would
I think
either.
it would probably be 1 and 2.
Your
then.
ceiling is the AFC Championship. Sure, I guess.
I think that's
It'd be the 3 seed. They'd probably have to go to Buffalo. Oh no, they could be ahead of Buffalo because Buffalo could catch a third loss with
The game
But
next week.
Buffalo
next
definitely
week.
has an easier schedule.
I would disagree with
think
that.
Two against the
They're-
Patriots.
Buffalo's schedule coming up is
Two
Chiefs.
against Patriots.
2 against Patriots. Yeah.
Who? Yeah.
Bills.
Okay, but the rest of their schedule is Buffalo, is Kansas City, bye week, 49ers, at Rams, at Lions, Patriots, Jets, Patriots.
They
So
might
3
sit
hard
last-
ones and 3 tough and 3
For that,
easy
that's-
ones.
with the Patriots, both
And
is.
the Jets too. Honestly, throw
That's
that
3
in that mix
They
too.
might sit. They
Shitty
might
Jets
sit
team.
people though for the last game.
Depends on.
Right.
The situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could.
Patriots beat.
But yeah, I don't know. I think
Patriots
the
beat the
Steelers,
Bills last year
Steelers are
with
a
Mac
fun
Jones as the
watch.
quarterback.
I have a team I'm completely out on. That's doing very well. Vikings out.
Yep.
Done. I don't care. They won 12-7 against Mac Jones and the Jaguars. Oh my God, Sam Darnold might be back.
But they're gonna win next week. They're playing the Titans.
Oh, sure.
So
But
when you say you're out, what do you mean by that?
I don't think they're even. I think first round exit.
All right, but
again.
they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think because of the NFC.
Be 8 and
is
2
just-
next week.
NFC is just.
Yeah.
They're the same as they were when the Giants beat them in the playoffs. It was. They were. I think their record was really good that year. The Vikings, right?
Really good.
They had the same record, I think.
Did it?
But no, as that Giants team is what I mean.
They had the same record as the Giants?
Or did no?
I'm
They
pretty
may
sure
have
the
like 10
Vikings
wins,
were-
11 wins, whatever it was.
Had a lot of wins that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they looked whatever. But I just think that they're like, who's it? Can you try and look at that right now? Who would the Vikings be playing? I know it's hard to do.
They're the
just
5
right
seed
this
right
second.
now.
They're the 5. They would get Arizona.
That's a team that
I put Arizona on winners. 31-6, fighting for the fucking division, fighting for a wild card, beat them up and down the field, big drives, defense was swarming. Arizona's like a team I'm like,
I'm a Kyler Murray guy.
there's a lot of
They have a
teams.
bright future. They are an ultimate first round exit.
They
team.
look good right now. but
Arizona?
I think so.
Okay, that's fine, but there's a lot of teams
That's
that I don't,
fine. That's a
I don't
great
give a
season for
fuck
them.
about, and there's a lot of teams I can find myself rooting for.
So-
Arizona, or a few teams I find myself rooting for.
Cardinals are fun
Arizona
to
is the one
watch.
team I would root for.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck about Seattle. I don't give a fuck about the Titans. I don't really give a fuck
I think
about
Arizona.
the Chargers.
Arizona also could miss the playoffs because the Niners keep winning and they can't get past the Packers, say, for that last spot.
Kyler's always been good to start seasons. It's usually the second half of years where you start seeing a bit of a fall off, whether that's from taking too many hits from having a running style or maybe it was Cliff Kingsbury's coaching. I'm not sure, but he's always been a first half of the season kind of player.
Yeah.
I mean, I have fun watching them. I think they're a really good team.
They go
It's
at-
just they have to prove it in the second half.
They go bye week at Seahawks, at Vikings, Seahawks, Patriots, at Panthers, at Rams, at versus 49ers.
Pretty easy.
It's not the hardest schedule.
Not the hardest
That's
schedule in the
pretty
world.
easy.
But I think the Niners now with McCaffrey back are just gonna.
And that's what I want to ask. Is that Are they going to? They just beat the Bucks barely, and the Bucks have nobody at wide receiver right now. It's truly zero. Like, I don't know if the 49ers, like, this almost feels like
Fool's gold.
It feels like we're just so used to them being so good. McCaffrey it's his first game back, but he had 30 yards, but he had like so many fucking catches. I don't know. Especially Ayuk's out.
Don't rule out the Patriots. Don't rule out the 49ers losing 2 in a row as well. They go Seahawks. That's got to be a win. Then they got at Packers, at Bills,
That's
back
tough.
to back.
It is. And do you think? But what do you think, Basso? Do you think 49ers are like? Should you just trust them? Like I'm with you.
I think it's
right
wide
now,
open
it's like
between those two.
Could take them to win a Super Bowl as like their odds
No.
are the best you're gonna get probably.
I also think the other team lurking around there too is the fucking Rams. Rams win
Plus
tonight.
230.
That's a big one tonight. I'm really excited for a Monday night game.
I think
and,
they're gonna lose tonight.
That's fine, but if they win, they're 5-4 and they're tied with the 49ers.
Oh,
No,
And didn't they
with
beat
you.
the 49ers?
they did. They did in week 3 without McCaffrey, obviously.
Oh, I'm with
They won
you.
by 3.
All right, so they hold the head-to-head.
Oh, for now until they play again.
For now, yeah, okay. They hold the
Yeah,
head-to-head.
he's right. They hold
that's
that.
true.
Hold the head-to-head. I mean, you build off of that. You can only do what you're supposed to on the schedule, so.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's
don't know if
a logjam of a West division. I don't think the 49ers are like lockstep to be set into that division like we
Who
used to
knows
years
if
ago.
McCaffrey stays healthy because we thought he was going to be healthy
True.
going into the season. Like, you just don't know. I don't know. Is Brock Purdy like? He's been fine this year. I would say, right?
He's been fine.
I think
Hasn't been exceptional.
Debo's not a guy. Debo's literally put his hands on his long snapper's neck yesterday, which was crazy. Literally
I think
around
he
his
did
neck.
that to the long snapper because he couldn't get to the kicker though.
Well, no, I think
Kicker missed 3 field goals, right?
Well, yeah. But you can't go to the kicker because the long snapper you could replace.
Yeah.
Kicker, we only got one of those.
All right.
True.
Good point.
True.
And also, he hit the game-winning field goal.
Yes, he did.
He missed 3, but
Yeah, you got to add in that part.
Right.
yeah. But also, other flip side of things, Baker Mayfield's a top 10 quarterback.
I might go higher.
Yeah, we've reached.
I got laughed at when he said it was 15.
He's good.
We
That
reached the
throw
point
he
now where
made-
he's very good.
That
Holding
throw
like
he made
this?
when they had the
Stiff
fucking
arm?
his whole arm on it.
On Bosa?
Unbelievable.
Fucking pure like arm strength to make that out was crazy.
Unreal. I'm
Yeah, and it was
looking
Bosa, who's no like slouch.
Yeah.
No, definitely not a slouch. But like, so you look at the Bucks yesterday, right? Their top receiver was Rashad White, 39 yards. Kate Otten, then like Ryan Miller's getting catches. Raheem Jarrett's getting catches.
Baker Mayfield is still leading the NFL in touchdown passes.
Yeah. Listen, I think that I think with Mike Evans needs to come back soon. Really
I think
soon.
that team's cooked, but like, I mean, that's not Baker's fault by any stretch.
No, I think that the fact that they also just like played the Chiefs and 49ers back to back.
But they're 4-6. They're done.
You think they're done?
Yeah, I think so.
I could see a little bit of a wild card.
Like how? Like what's the path? Like I just see you got the Niners, the Cardinals. One of those teams is going to win the division, but one of them won't. The Packers, the Vikings.
You guys made this
and
list
the Commanders.
back in August. I just want to revisit it.
Okay.
This
One
isn't a
is
gotcha
okay.
moment.
2 and 3 could be flipped.
That's fine.
Like, everything's
I have
good besides
Burrow
Aaron
maybe a little
Rodgers.
high, but he's looked really
Like-
good. He's had 2 5-touchdown games.
Stroud down a little bit. Get rid of Rodgers.
It's like, how would you grade this list now after 10 games?
Love's been hurt.
I mean,
and
coming
Herbert's
into the
been
season, I don't
okay.
think it's that bad.
No, it's
I think the only ones that
Like Rodgers is obviously
Just
long
Rodgers.
gone.
The only ones I'd remove from the list completely are Stroud,
and Rodgers.
Rodgers, Love, and
and who would you replace?
But
Rodgers?
Baker
Hurts is probably
def-
like 10,
Baker goes up there.
I was gonna say you're putting Baker on this
and
list.
Golf.
Goff.
Goff. I don't even know if Justin Herbert's been they've been good. They also have played zero.
Say,
They're a pretty good team.
Or
I wouldn't
put-
put him there, but like on the
But the
next
thing
tier
is,
is Jaden Daniels
I
on the
think
next
way
tier.
they just honestly, I'm the biggest Justin Herbert. The way they've made the off it's not just him anymore.
No, it's not.
So that's why I think they're playing a lot better when it's not relying on him. Harbaugh's done a great job with
Would
them.
you put Kirk Cousins on that list?
No.
No. Why?
No, this is interesting. The Falcons have been really good this year, and Kirk Cousins has played well.
Yeah, but the
I'm
Falcons
asking.
have been up and down. They lose.
He's in
stupid
the next
games.
group for sure.
If we
but-
redid the list, Jaden Daniels got to be on
I
there.
said,
Oh,
you guys would have
Tyler
Jaden Daniels.
Daniels.
in it.
Point.
That's what I
Forgot
said.
about Jaden Daniels for a second. That's-
Has to be. Jaden Daniels, Goff, and Baker.
No, I might have Baker ahead of Jaden.
Yeah, no, I had Baker. I had to date Jaden, which is
Crazy, but
just really good eyeballs by me.
Wow, yeah. If only you had that same knowledge and intuition for the Giants and Daniel Jones.
I have it better for my other teams.
Yeah, it wasn't a gotcha mode. It was like, let's just like regrade and see like where will we change.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because
He would have been okay if it was a gotcha mode.
Oh, he would
No.
have loved it.
Yeah.
He would have been a lot happier if it was a gotcha moment.
Falcons are a loser.
Football's a long season.
Falcons are very up and down.
Yes.
It's just they can't like string it together.
6
in the right spot. I know they're winning that division because it's a
Two-game
bad
lead.
division.
Yeah,
It's a bad division. They have
Very bad.
two
The
absolutely
worst- the
putrid
worst
teams
division.
in there. They're lucky they beat the Bucks twice. I feel like if they got the Bucks later in the schedule,
Bucks have one more win than the Saints. One more win than the Panthers.
But that's also they've been hurt.
I know. No, I'm just saying, but it is still facts.
No, yeah, but you also got to
It's not Baker's fault. I'm just saying,
Right.
but like,
Just got to mention.
it does tell you though they have some issues with depth in that team.
Their two best receivers.
I know, but they're also not good defensively.
I don't know if, defensively. is a
That
different
team has
story.
problems. That roster has problems.
Depth is you can't just say if the two best receivers get hurt on your team. Yes,
Right, you're probably in trouble.
yeah,
get
no
it.
matter what.
I get it.
I know what you mean though. Defensively,
You
yeah.
have a lot of issues with that roster.
Imagine being Joe Burrow, throwing for 5 touchdowns and losing, and then you're Jared Goff and throw 5 interceptions and
Win.
God, we didn't talk about that game last night.
5 interceptions and 1. I think. Let me tell you,
I wrote
I'm
down
not-
the Texans as a loser.
Texans-
You can't lose that game.
Texans are.
Texans are a nice little team. They'll make the playoffs because that division is
Same thing. They have a 2-game lead.
putrid.
Just
They
like the
have-
Falcons.
They have the lead. They're just like the Falcons, but you can't. And I like Stroud. I'm rooting for Stroud, but like I don't buy it. Who would the Texans play in the playoffs?
Oh, I'll take anyone against them. Nico
For the
Collins coming
4.
back.
Oh God, you know who they're gonna get?
The Ravens.
The AFC
The
North. They're
Steelers.
getting the AFC North
Yikes.
team.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not a.
Or
I'm
they're
not
getting the
a
Chargers.
Texans guy. They beat the Chargers.
I don't know.
Texans, I don't know about that.
I wouldn't.
Harbaugh on a
The
week
is they're
prep.
gonna get Nico Collins back, and they'll be a better team. when
Well,
they get him back.
listen, they didn't have Nico Collins. They didn't have Will Anderson yesterday. They also didn't have another one of their guys on defense. Like there is definitely some people they could, but I still don't believe in them at all. You guys really think the Chargers would beat them?
I don't.
I think I could see that possible.
If it.
When we talk about
Harbaugh is so good at
schedules,
controlling
fellas,
the defense.
Let's
I
talk
could see
about
that happening.
schedules, right? These are their wins: Raiders, Panthers,
Bad.
Broncos,
Bad.
Saints,
Bad.
Jesus Christ.
Browns,
Bad.
Oh,
Titans.
Bad.
so only bad. They've only beat bad.
Literally, no, I think.
Who are the
you
Commanders
throw-
hanging their hat on, and they're 7-2. So it's just the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what's the Commanders? Well, they beat the Bengals. That's somebody that.
No, but that's
Just saying, you play your schedule. You
That's
know
what
I
Jim
mean? Like,
Harbaugh's going to do, though. He's
100%
going to win the winnable games. Like that, he's a really good coach.
100% play those 1,000%. But the thing is that like the Steelers have been like, I mean the Commanders. I don't know the Chargers. I don't know. I don't see it.
I have a note on their defense. They're only giving up 13.1 points per game. The next highest is Pittsburgh, which is 16. So
Yeah.
basically a full field goal more.
Yeah.
better than
crazy.
the next
I
team.
mean, you look
Also-
at the games they lost.
What do they have
to
left,
Pittsburgh,
Phil?
gave up 20 and held the Chiefs to 17 points. That Arizona game was a fluky game for them.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
If they score one touchdown instead of a field goal,
Bengals-
they win that.
Bengals, scroll up a little bit more.
Wait, back to the Chargers. thing,
okay, right there.
Oh, that's a tough start.
Bengals,
Tough run.
Baltimore, Atlanta. Oh,
Can
man.
you go
That's a
back
very tough
scroll
run.
up a little bit, please? The funny thing is when the highest Herbert's passing yards were, they lost.
349. Yeah.
They lost.
That's not fine. That's normal, though, because you're throwing to the end of the game.
No,
They only put up 15 points in that
yeah,
game.
not when it only like it's.
That's true.
They're
It's usually
playing
when
to
you're
their
down a lot
strengths
more.
too.
Yeah.
I think they're playing to their strengths.
No,
Like,
they are. Look at
Oh, no,
Dobbins.
they
his-
absolutely are.
I mean, his touchdown to interception ratio is insane.
Yeah, they
No,
did what they were
they
supposed
are.
to this
They
week.
don't make
You
mistakes.
They beat the hell out of the Titans.
They're
You're
not
supposed to win
throwing
that
the
game.
ball 100 times a game anymore. They're J.K. Dobbins also being healthy is ginormous.
This is what the Jets need. You go and give a blank check to a guy like that who has won, who can win.
Or it's just more of a plan. He had a plan. We're
plan.
going to run the
And
ball.
It also helps he has a franchise quarterback.
No, I know, but you
The
also
Jets thought they had that.
But dude,
I know, but the Jets had a franchise quarterback at the end of his run.
They still thought
Jet-
they had it.
Yeah.
We thought we did. We
Guess you're
didn't know.
right.
We
Guess
thought.
you're
But
right.
you can think you have some, you don't.
but also, dude, they don't have the Chargers really don't have that great of a roster. It's their defense.
No.
Their defense is playing way better than usual, but the fact that J.K. Dobbins is like 100 yards, 90, that's a plan right there.
He maximizes every single player in that roster. The
Yeah.
roster itself isn't particularly all that good. But he gets the most, and he has them in positions to win. That's what great leadership is.
And who did they?
People in position to win.
And who did he draft this year?
Offensive line.
Walt.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a guy that had a plan where it's like they could have got Neighbors for his quarterback, but for his team and his plan, Joe Walt was the.
It also, I don't know what he did to him, because I was high on this guy coming out of college. I thought he was the best wide receiver in the draft, was Quentin Johnson. And he was, whatever they did to
better
fit, gotten better. He's a night and day. It's two different people.
Well, yeah, he was
two different
only
people.
get better because he was so bad.
I was watching those highlights last year and like talking to Ken Jack. I'm like, man, like he's like, this guy sucks, and you watch and he's just dropping balls and he can't do anything. And I'm like, just trust the like I didn't know it was going to work, but like trust the he was unbelievable at TCU. So whatever they've done to fix him has been huge too, because he's unbelievable.
Crazy how you get a great coach and a great leader, and it changes everything.
No,
Changes
right.
the
Funny how
player's
that works.
confidence.
Do you
Agreed.
think?
Big 12 wide receivers also suck in the NFL. There's like a stat behind that.
Oh yeah,
It's
there's a million
crazy.
guys. Stedman
Yeah.
Bailey, all those guys. I thought they were all going to be
What
unbelievable.
would you say?
James Blackman, all those guys.
Big 12 wide
Whoa.
receivers coming into the
I
NFL.
thought Blackman was going to be
Unbelievable.
the best.
There's other
best
guys.
wide receiver I've ever seen.
James Washington at Oklahoma State, I thought was unbelievable. Run through any of the Oklahoma State 1,000-yard wide receivers that I gave when I was giving out Oklahoma State as a dark horse to win the championship every year at 100 to 1. But yeah, they didn't do anything. None of
You
them
guys
really
think
did anything.
it's just Lions to lose in the NFC?
Last time
think
we feel really good about the Lions.
I think
I think the Eagles are in the mix.
the Eagles are pesky.
Not gonna. I'm still on the Eagles.
I think the Packers are
I
pesky.
still don't know about the Eagles.
I don't either.
Like
We're gonna find out this week. The Eagles are gonna win this week.
the
I really
Lions just
do.
had a game where Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions and won. Like, you can't have a worse quarterback performance than what Jared Goff gave you, and they still won the game.
it's true. It's
Like,
very
that makes
true.
you feel really good about the Lions, and the Texans. They might just be frauds. Like,
We're looking.
we already talked
You
about
gotta
it.
look at the Eagles. Gotta look at the Eagles' best wins too.
I know,
I think the
I
NFL just no. You look at anyone's team. I think the NFL just stinks.
We say this every year.
That might be.
Like
true.
you look at everyone's schedule. It's like okay, well they just beat everyone that stinks, and it's like wait, but everyone stinks.
My team's horrible. My team always has been horrible. I feel like this year the NFL isn't. I'm sorry, it's just not as much fun.
Yeah, that's a bigger conversation. I mean, there's a lot of bad teams.
Odds to win the NFC. Anybody you want to take
Like,
value
really,
on?
the bad teams.
I think the Eagles. I like the Eagles at
Look,
4 to
the
1.
margin of
Yeah,
error.
usually the bad teams are not that bad.
Because you have to look at like the margin of error. Like just because you beat like if you say the Jets stink, but do they stink?
No, you're
Like
no.
you win by because you beat the Jets by 3 and their record doesn't look that good. Like the difference between visually seeing 3-7 and 4-6.
No,
like the 4-6 is like, oh, it's not that bad. It's a frisky team. 3-7 is like, oh my god, what happened?
No, but I think the Colts
think
suck
the
too. The
Jets-
Colts are 4-6, and
I
I
don't
think the
think they
Colts suck.
Colts stink.
Colts suck.
Packers 11 to 1.
That's the only
Bucks 40 to 1.
I don't mind that.
Oof.
No, the Bucks.
They still got a lot of winnable games on their schedule.
and Mike Evans
They're
coming.
gonna win the NFC.
40 to 1 is
It's
kind
just-
of
you-
interesting.
what you only
I
take-
guess.
No, it's interesting because you could. That's if they sneak into the playoffs, you have a lot.
I would have more fun playing with the one I want to root for. It's not going to happen. The one I want to root for there is the Cardinals.
20 to 1. Right?
Packers are right there though. 11.
Packers 11 to 1. That's the one.
11
That's like the
good.
value pick for me there. But
Yeah,
Who would the Cardinals get?
the Packers are weird this year though. It's like
Cardinals get the
Jordan
Vikings,
loves back and forth.
and then they would get the Lions.
Our pal Ebo put in Bengals future 45 to 1 to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I take Bengals to win the AFC.
Keep taking them.
45 to 1
know what
is
we're
really
doing.
good.
I don't know how many times we got. Everyone needs to show you guys how bad their defense is.
They did get a break.
don't they make the playoffs? Still?
Matt, okay?
They
let me
did get a
tell you
break this
something.
week with the Colts and Broncos losing.
Bosco,
They did get a break with that.
Mm-hmm.
5 touchdowns to his receiver that had about 300 yards.
I agree.
And they lost.
I
They're a
agree.
game
They're
out of the
deep.
playoffs.
That's all it
to a
is.
weaker
All I'm
team.
saying is they caught a
but
break
there's-
with the other teams
They
losing.
absolutely did.
That's
Rico.
all
You're
they
absolutely
did.
right.
Now, it would have been way better if they won that game, which
It's
they
just
should
that
have
their defense.
against the Ravens.
It's nothing about the Bengals' offense that I'm worried. It's just their defense truly is that putrid.
I think it's.
But you have to look at the competition, though. Like, if my bet was them to make the playoffs. I still think they are. They're only a game behind the Broncos, who I think are weaker.
You should bet it again because it's so much higher. Seriously,
I don't know how much
So
higher
who
it
would
is.
they
I don't know
play?
what
The
it is.
Bengals.
Oh, I don't know.
So if they got in.
No, you got to worry.
I don't care about that. I just want them to get in. I
gotta
don't
worry about
You're
who's
in,
playing
you're in.
the rest of the way.
This goes into what
All right.
to my point is I actually think that if they play the Chiefs, that's a bad matchup for the Chiefs. I do not think that the Chiefs want to see the Bengals sitting there.
No.
Like they're in the divisional round.
No,
Chiefs only beat them by 1 in week 2.
let's be honest. No,
Well, the Bengals would play somebody before they play the
No,
Chiefs. though.
I understand that completely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you get there, then they're in the AFC Championship game.
I think you
anything
could say that
happens.
about anyone but the Chiefs not wanting to see them there. I think
do not
Bengals
think
are
the
plus 130 make the
I
playoffs.
do not think the Chiefs want to play the Bengals. I
the
think
Chiefs.
that if you-
No one wants to play the Chiefs. Said the Chiefs. That's the answer.
Chiefs, Jesus.
If they,
Yeah,
I
but if
think
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs
get a
wanna see-
choice, they're not picking the Bengals.
I think
Right,
if you looked at
give
the
Chiefs,
entire AFC, they don't want to play the Bengals.
give the Chiefs any of these wildcard teams. Chargers, Broncos, Colts, Bengals, Jets, Patriots. I'm just listing the teams that are there in that.
don't
I'm
wanna
listing
play
the
the
teams in the mix.
Patriots are in the playoff hunt.
Yeah,
baby.
exactly. None of them. The Bengals would be the last pick.
1,000%.
Last pick.
But I'm just saying, yes, it's just like no one wants to play the Chiefs at the Chiefs either. Like that's where I get what you mean. The Bengals are the last team you want to see.
I kind of. The Bengals don't want to play the Chiefs, but I think the Bengals are in that mindset of like,
Well, it's gotta get
we
in.
were dead. We just got in. Now we're playing with house money. Of course
don't
we
wanna-
want. You know what? We want to play the Chiefs.
if they
Bengals-
get in 45-1, it's just
a
insane.
Bengals team that's been like, if a Bengals team
Plus
comes
130, I think they're going to get in. They're plus 130 to get in.
They have a
Getting
weak
in is not the
schedule coming
problem.
down.
It's what happens after that.
They just needed to win that Ravens game. They needed it.
For what?
Changes the number.
If
They'd
they-
be
if
They're
5 and
still,
5.
they're still going to get
Oh,
in.
if they're 5-5 right now,
Oh, I'd be happy. I'd be a
you can't
lot.
say they're. You can't just
Can't say they're getting
I
it.
really think they're going to. Oh, I'm
Plus the
I'm
schedule.
confident they're going to get in. Now, you can be like, all right, they're not. Like, we can have, like, I'm taking the stand of I think they're going to get in.
I mean, they're gonna win next weekend. I think.
versus the Chargers. Is that in Cincinnati?
It's in
No.
LA.
They're minus 1.5.
Then they have a bye. Tough game in Pittsburgh. But then it's Cowboys, Titans, Browns, Broncos, and then Steelers.
If you see the Cowboys on your schedule right now, like they're
Oh
just-
my God.
they feel like a win. Like,
Oh, that's on 4. That's gonna be some Thanksgiving Day game.
the Thanksgiving
Oh,
games,
one.
all of them are going to
Giants,
stink.
Cowboys.
Horrible.
Really? What time?
4:30.
That's
The
a
Cowboys play
4:30.
Thanksgiving every year.
All right, Phil. I don't know. Fucking Christ. That's right.
They-
The Lions
they-
play
they
at
should
1.
know
I
that.
know. I'm sorry. I don't.
Should know that.
Well, I'm cooking Thanksgiving. I got a lot going on.
Bears, Lions
You cooked the
stinks.
Turkey.
I'm going to this year. Yeah, we're staying home.
Packers, Dolphins is stinky too. Fuck.
It's going to be a Thanksgiving you want to spend
Oh.
time with your family.
Thanksgiving is a basketball holiday.
Packers
so-
Dolphins isn't that bad.
No, it's bad.
Why is that bad?
They're just bad.
Give me a reason.
The
why
Dolphins will be out of the race.
Yeah.
Dolphins are the
Dolphins are gonna win. Dolphins are gonna win today.
With Tua playing, the Dolphins are a fun team to watch.
There.
Like they literally just are. They if you watch the
Dolphins.
Bills
What do you say?
game-
Dolphins, Lions.
No, Packers.
Dolphins, Pack. Oh,
I think the Lions have the
fun
Bears.
Who the-
I could be wrong.
Is that what it's gonna be at 1 o'clock?
It's Lions Bears.
I think so.
Just lay it with the
go
lay
to-
it with the
What are the
Lions.
fucking movies?
Lay it with the Lions. All right. Anybody else?
And we get the Black Friday game too. Is that gonna suck too?
No, it's Chiefs Steelers. I think.
Oh,
No, it's
Or is
Chiefs
that
Raiders.
Christmas Day?
Don't the
Chiefs
Jets have a game?
Raiders?
What?
Don't the Jets have a Black Friday game?
No, they
No,
don't.
that was last year.
It was last year. They talked about making it a tradition. Luckily, they didn't.
Chiefs Raiders.
Chiefs Raiders? Ugh. That's
49ers Bills though that Sunday night.
Let's go. I like that.
I'll just say it. I'm
A lot
taking
of
the Raiders
basketball
that
on
game.
that weekend. There's
that's
a
a
lot
great-
of basketball on.
Chris is gonna be the movies.
I can't
If
wait for
football's bad, there's always an alternative.
the
Go.
Maui Invitational. Can't
We're both-
wait for
we're
it.
Both
I mean, the
Giants
Maui
fans.
Invitational is fucking loaded this year. It's
We're
like,
both Giants fans. College basketball season started already. It's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm watching football. I bet on it. I'm all on college
I'm
basketball.
out on football.
Yeah.
You got Dayton. All right. Anybody else for winners and losers?
People are
We'll run
watching
through-
LSU, Alabama. I'm in the weeds watching
Oh,
Dayton, Northwestern, and
run
Houston,
through the-
Alabama.
I have a winner of the weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Arkansas State. They looked really good versus Alabama.
He's a fucking loser. He really is.
I mean,
He did. They looked unbelievable.
You gotta cool it on the tweets. Be real this year. I'll be real too. I won't say Deuce will win the national championship every
When
week.
you shoot
you will.
19%
I'll
from three and
stop.
still score
Why?
88, that's
If he stops.
impressive.
If he stops, you'll stop.
Yeah.
Why? What does it affect you?
I gave both sides of the
We're
game.
both real about it.
Do you think Duke's gonna win the national championship?
Right this second,
Yeah.
I don't have enough to see.
You're going to find out tomorrow.
Find
right?
out tomorrow.
Bills take care of business with a 10-point win against the Colts.
Like that?
Duke.
Yeah.
Best major in the country.
The country. Impressive
Impressive
game tonight.
games
by
by
the
the
way.
Red Wolves. And go to the second one, please. On the flip side, Bama shot 90% from three, missed a potential starter in Youngblood. Potential starter. Not one of the starters, potential starter. Shot
their
64
rotation's
from
so
the
deep.
line and still scored 88 points. If there's a team better than Bama, I'd like to see who it is.
That's a fair point.
No, it's not.
You beat
I mean,
Arkansas by
you're
9. This
awful
is sad.
that you beat Arkansas's. What was the spread?
State
18 and a half?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It just shows a lot about your offense, and also like
Shows a lot about your defense, too.
Would you have been happy for Arkansas State's coach?
I think the
Yes.
point
they
Rico was
won?
trying to make that he didn't articulate was
No,
like
no,
if they shot at like average, they probably would have won by 112,
I get
like 112 to like whatever.
But it doesn't matter when you play.
That over not
Arkansas
going
State.
over was brutal.
When you play a Duke, you play Kentucky, you shoot 19%, you ain't gonna win. Because if Arkansas State's getting by 8, you're gonna lose by 10.
That's fair. It's very rare they're going to shoot 19%.
I don't. Why? It's the second game. They already did it.
Yeah. They shoot well. I don't know. We always
Listen,
say.
and on Rico, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I've never had a Duke team in a long time like this that shoots this many threes. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
They shoot so many threes. It's crazy.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, Auburn looked unbelievable the other night. With
Yeah,
a fucking
scrappy team.
coming back from a fucking crazy
Dayton
fight.
28.
All right,
I
Alabama
love
6.
that
That's not so bad.
Dukes has got this red line on Dayton.
there's Dayton
Oh, you can pick your
28.
favorite
I
team.
understand you can.
Yeah.
I
28.
also always loved Ken Palm, so Duke at 3 is good. Always loved him.
Just rounding out the NFL real quick. Bills take care of business with a 10-point win. We didn't really touch on the Chiefs in that crazy block.
'Cause what can you say?
Yeah, it's just they just refuse to lose games.
What can you say anymore? 34-yard field goal. 34.
Blocked.
Blocked. Wasn't even close. Like,
No.
it was blocked. Like he could have grabbed it out of the guy's hand.
Yeah, right.
New Orleans beats the Falcons. We touched on the Falcons. You can't lose that game if you're the Falcons.
Yeah, the coach called the toilet.
49ers in a close one against the Bucks. Baker Mayfield looks unbelievable. Steelers we touched on with a 1-point win. Vikings against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I didn't see much of that game because it was 12-7. So
we
it
talked
wasn't-
about it. The Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings are a paper fraud. Now,
done.
could the Vikings fade out of that schedule?
Sam Darnold's becoming Sam Darnold.
Could the Vikings find themselves there in the number one spot because they're 7-2?
If the Vikings get lose
No,
five,
they can't. They have enough wins. At Titans, at Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Bears, at Seahawks, Packers, at Lions.
So let me tell you this.
They have enough wins that they're going to be like,
Falcons
okay.
have 5 losses this year. 6 losses.
4.
Like 5, I'd say.
Falcons?
Yeah.
Falcons have 4.
No. I'm sorry. The
Oh.
Vikings. If they'll probably have 5 losses at the end of the year.
Maybe. I could see them losing 3 games there, yeah.
Paying Sam Darnold.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah. Right.
no, they
Yeah,
got.
they got McCarthy.
They've said almost
have
like
McCarthy.
publicly
They
they're
already
going
have
McCarthy.
You say it like that, but there's a guy that's 7-2 right now.
Right.
I know, but they've basically come out and
No,
said,
but-
Yeah, but I think
Summer's
Darnold
right.
knows what he is. He's a
Yeah.
stopgap.
Someone else going to pay him a ton.
yes, they will. That's a different discussion.
Definitely. That's also scary though that's scary for the Vikings. Like you wish Sam
I know.
Darnold sucked this year, so it's just
But he
like, all
hasn't
right, we
been.
got-
Look, I like Sam Darnold a lot. He's been good.
He was very good the first 4 games. Very
Yeah,
good.
I feel like some of the blooms off the rose.
I have a
little bit.
word you guys are
100%.
looking for.
Oh yeah, Phil.
Average.
Yep.
No, he hasn't been. No,
Average.
that wasn't the word I was looking for.
Definitely
actually.
not been average.
Not the word I was looking for at all.
Just
I love that you.
like how Phil
I love that you think I didn't have that one in my, verbiage.
Yeah.
The word average is so complex. I would never have thought that one,
I
Phil.
was like, what fucking Merriam-Webster word is gonna
Christ.
pull out of his ass right now?
crazy. Also, he just hasn't been average.
He hasn't been average, Phil. That's wrong.
7-2. It's not.
Do you think he's been above average?
I think the word you're looking for is average.
I don't think he's very. I think he's.
How many
average.
quarterbacks are better than him this year?
Would
Would you say
quarterback?
if he's like around the 15th, that's average?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
There's 32
It's
starting quarterbacks in
not.
NFL.
It's not. That's not how you do the average. You just look at how he's doing in the season. He's playing
He
above.
has a
average.
99 quarterback rating.
Playing better than you thought he would have. Yeah,
Yes, he's
that's
playing
agreed.
above
Yeah,
average.
But overall, in the large scape of things, he's an average quarterback.
Thank you, Rico.
But not-
That's
but
not
that's
what
not
we're-
what
that's
we're
not what he- that's not what I'm
talking
saying at
I'm
all.
I'm saying both
You
are
also
true.
have to look at his whole games. You can't just like see like
Yeah.
a couple game sample size in the last 2 games and be like, well, now we're seeing Sam Darnold.
The
again,
first
so now
4
he's average.
games, Sam Darnold
Yeah.
was
You're
unbelievable.
talking about MVP, so that's not average.
Jordan Love last year was god awful in the first 9, but now and he was really good in the last. It was like, what are we talking about here?
I feel
can't
like Jordan
believe we're
Love's been
talking
hurt all
about this.
year.
It is what it is.
I think the word you're looking for is average.
What do
We didn't
you
know what average means.
Oh, thanks, Phil.
What do you got for tonight, Clemmer?
I don't want to punch.
Wait, I
in
have
the
a
throat.
question. We don't gotta go right quick. One sec. Wait, I have a question. We'll get to college football tomorrow. Ratings are very, very, very much down for NBA, right?
Right.
Shaq kind of went on saying The 3-pointers are the one that has ruined the NBA.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Kirk's did the same thing.
And it's kind of, I was interested. It's just funnier coming from Shaq because it's a guy who could literally not shoot a ball to save his life, but he was amazing. It was amazing to see. The big man was what people wanted to see.
Yeah, I think that era was more fun to watch.
Definitely was.
The era of like Ewing.
He
and those
basically
big guys.
said, because everyone always says Steph Curry changed the game.
Yes, he did.
And he did.
Probably the most influential player in all of the NBA.
The
One of the most.
That's not a bad take from Bosco. Like you could say he is the most influential.
Michael
I wouldn't bat
Jordan?
an eye.
Well, of course. He said
Magic
one of.
Johnson? Magic Johnson played all 5 positions.
One of the most
one of.
influential players in the style of play, the way the game is shaped, style of play.
I think you're fine with the first
Yeah.
one.
It's
Yeah,
a correct
one of-
take.
you're
Thunder's
right.
just eyeing you.
I mean, I think of Bill Russell and Bob Cousy. I just have a hard time.
But stuff changed the game.
They
Changed
What are
the
we
game. He
talking about?
eliminated a
Yeah.
position. His style, it's not
men
just
have
Curry, but
It's
that
fair.
style of play.
You know what, Rico? Rico, you're more right than
Steph Curry
that's-
is making.
I've said it before, and people didn't balk at it. So
You aren't wrong with like the Bob Cruz being like, oh yeah, like they changed the game for their time. Like this is like
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
think anyone
That's
has
fair.
ever
You know
done
what, Rico?
Steph Curry is making 7-footers have to shoot threes.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. They have to be able to play defense on the guy on that. The thing is about this, I think the average of threes per game is up like an insane amount this year already. And I guess it's almost, people are comparing it to like watching just like a pickup game. It's just a lot of just like.
It's not fun to watch. It's not. I mean, it's just not as fun to watch as it was. I'm also old.
Knicks look like shit too.
The
But
'90s.
Knicks do not look.
Now I don't like. I'm talking about like '90s.
last night.
They don't look good at all. I watched a little last.
Like Knicks Heat '90s was miserable. It was 65 to 70 games. It was awful. But like having the big man like when Shaq, late '90s that time was a lot more fun to watch than this. This is not the '80s. Were like a more fun basketball to watch.
it's hoopers, not basketball players. If that makes any sense. Like it's
No,
just guys
it's
that make
so
like,
true.
Fun, yeah, like
There's no inside game anymore. It's just
you looking at people like Oscar Tshiebwe, Luka Garza, people that won the Wooden Award going in the second fucking round.
It's kind of crazy.
Luka Garza is one of the most talented big men at the college game that I've ever seen.
He's also
unbelievable.
Um,
you guys
if he was
enjoyed the
in the
NBA like
90s
you did when you were a kid. Like you're not young.
No.
Are you enjoyed the NBA like you did?
You can't watch it all. So I watch more college. So I just choose you don't have enough time to watch it all. And I want to be all in on college, so I just don't watch the NBA.
But do you enjoy
College
You
Yes.
enjoy the college
the
game more.
playoffs,
The playoffs actually last year were fun.
I'll
say that.
I enjoy.
yeah, I mean,
college
I
more.
could see
My
how
team
the
also won,
The
so-
NBA is a lot of
Biased.
three. It is. It's a lot of threes. It's a lot of threes.
It's just like I put on a regular season game. It's just like this isn't the game that I grew up
For you to
watching.
say
and-
It's tough for me to
when
say, but it's
your whole team only takes
everybody.
You
Yeah.
see
doing
a
the same
team go
thing.
up 15 in
But-
an NBA game, and it's not game over. It's
not
like, oh, it's
over.
still a game.
No. You don't have to watch the NBA until the fourth quarter. You really don't.
That's always been the argument, though. That's
no,
not.
but
that's
this
not
one
an
is like they'll be down. Like Phil just said,
yeah.
they'll be down 18 in the second quarter, and it's like, oh well, no, they just
That means nothing.
means nothing. In college, it's like, oh my god, college is the best because there's so many mistakes,
I like the pageantry more.
and it's just like I don't know. It's just the NBA.
So you guys agree with Shaq that and myself, I guess, that the NBA isn't as good as it used to. The product's not as good.
I think so. I
so, too.
The ratings this year are supposedly like really bad.
I also just I've been watching the NBA more this year than ever, so like it's tough for me to disagree, but like I get it. I mean, I've watched almost every single Celtics game. I think I've missed one, and then like I always watch the late night game when I get home.
They shoot the most
Always.
threes, right?
Well, NBA
it's
Cup
three-point
group stage starts tomorrow night, so we'll have
Jesus.
that
Another
good boost
in-tournament
ratings.
no one cares about.
Yeah.
I
Probably-
disagree with that. I think
No, it's
I think
probably
last year
gonna
was a
go-
success.
It's probably going to go way up. I mean, the
Yeah, I guess.
viewership, it's just because people are mad like you kind of and be like,
Something, I guess.
talk about it. It's something.
Yeah, we can make fun of whoever wins it for raising a banner like we did
We
the
all
Lakers
know it.
last year.
Dude, we all know it. The World Series is on during football. It still overtakes everything. Football
of course.
overtakes everything, and that's why viewership's so down on
But it doesn't explain why it's down during the week, though.
it's down way more too. No, I'm
know.
with you. Yeah, I
And they're
don't.
comparing it to last year's, so you know
Yeah.
it wasn't like football and baseball didn't exist last year.
No, I
so
know.
it's a problem. I don't know how you fix it. Like, do you move the 3-point line like further back?
The funny thing is,
Like, I don't
this
know
is
what you
the
do.
most-
I mean, but like you guys said, like Curry hit it from half court. I don't know. I don't know how you fix it.
This is the most young talent superstars there's been in the NBA in a long time too. Where there's like a notable, very young. Like they're gonna be really good players for a long time.
Coming off an Olympics.
People people are saying that it's like clearly because of they think they have a problem with that the best players up and coming right now are international players, which the U.S. audience doesn't really like. So like you like Luka Garza, you like not Luka Garza, sorry, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Jokic. The U.S. viewers don't really like that. They still want to watch the KDs, the Steph Currys, the LeBrons. That's why the U.S. ratings during the Olympics were so up. That's what I read.
It's not a crazy thing.
And I also think that when you look at like the U.S. stars right now, like I would say biased, I'm 100%. Like a team like the Celtics, if I'm just an average viewer, I don't really want to watch the Celtics. Like I kind of like I said like the first week, like their brand of basketball is shooting a high rate of 3-pointers at an effective rate, spreading the floor. Even if you want to make the court bigger and spread out the 3-point line, that's only going to make the game like spread out more.
Yeah.
Like which opens up lanes, which
hurts the inside game even more. Yeah, I don't know how you fix it.
And then it opens up lanes where like now it's like, do you bring it back because this floor is so open? So like, there's no real solution for it right now. But like, yeah, even like if 2 up-and-coming stars in the U.S., their brand of basketball, but the Celtics, probably one of the best teams right now, isn't necessarily, quote unquote, fun to watch.
No, I'll be honest because I'm glad you said it because I watch the Celtics, and I love like Jason Tatum. I've always loved.
Yeah.
But like they also, first of all, the Celtics don't have Kristaps just like playing and no one even cares because they're so good. And they're just not like it's not like a ton of it's just Derek White shoots a 3, then here comes Jason Tatum shoots a 3. They're not that fun to watch. No, but you could still admit they're amazing, but I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it at all. I don't know why. I was trying to.
I know.
Trying to get into my team.
Porzingis isn't even playing.
Oh no, not playing till like January, right?
Part-time All-Star.
Do you think it's just
that's the funniest part about the
my
Celtics.
Nets though this year are looking good.
do you think it's just us getting old? Like we appreciate the older star more. Like I want to like do kids like this style of play? Like our kids getting into the NBA at the same rate?
No, well the TV ratings are down, so no. There's a
But
problem.
are you losing older viewers, or are you just not gaining younger viewers? I want to know that data.
That's a good question, Phil.
I think you're losing older
I
viewers.
think you're losing all viewers.
I also don't think that.
But I think it's a good question, though, Phil.
I think that obviously you're looking at it from last year. I always think that NBA views go up Christmas Day on.
They do, but they're comparing this to year over year, though. So
I know.
Yeah.
I put
To
my
your
hand up.
point.
I concluded to that.
To your
I was like,
point.
I know.
I mean, it's the same thing.
But you're absolutely right, though. The NBA season kind of starts on Christmas, right? Like, isn't that kind of how it feels?
Yeah.
That's every sport.
Some people think it should start on Christmas.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
think
I
the
mean, it's a
season
long
should
fucking
start on
season.
Christmas.
It's the season. The season, if you go by days, it's the longest season.
I said,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the amount of time, it's by far the longest season.
Clemmer, I said I'm putting
Well,
my
not by far,
games
it's hockey,
watched for the Celtics because again, the NBA is so fucking long. I put how many Celtics games I watch. I put it at their win total. I was like, I want to watch like 61 of the games this year or whatever it is. Like, it's impossible to with owl blows and everything. Like, it's impossible to watch all.
But it's like baseball too.
100%.
I mean, baseball. But the problem is the NBA season is so long. It starts in October. It ends in fucking April, and then you have playoffs for 2 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's just a long period of time.
Yeah, you say it starts in October and ends in April. No, in my mind, it starts in October and ends in June.
It's in June. I'm saying the regular season though. Like think about that. Like that's longer than baseball's regular season.
And then we have the
long.
Olympics in
October to
July.
The
June.
playoffs sneak up on you like
if
that.
you count the playoffs, yeah.
You never realize how close the playoffs are to
baseball
March
is
Madness.
April.
Baseball's April to October.
October. That's crazy.
crazy.
No, if you think about like just the
Baseball
time.
plays 6 days a week too.
Nuts.
Well, baseball, you get more invested with the team because 162 games. You watch them every night, though. Like it feels baseball season feels longer than it actually is.
Yeah.
It does. That's true.
New AP poll just dropped. Do you want me to pull it up?
You can pull it up.
Number
Close it
5,
out.
Duke.
What do you have for picks, Plummer?
Yeah. Let me pull it up here. I'm on the Dolphins tonight. I'm so on the Dolphins. I took the money on. I didn't take the spread. Plus 114. Over 57.5. Devon Achane rushing yards. He's done that the last 3 games. I also have Achane getting Achane. I always mispronounce his name. I'm sorry. Getting a touchdown.
Achane, I believe.
Achane, and then I have the Dolphins over 23.5 team points. They've done that every game with Tua the last couple games.
All right. Me and Jerry are on Hill and Puka Nacua to score touchdowns. Parlayed, house call.
I
Marty,
have
what do you got?
Who is it? Puka and who?
Puka and Hill.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Tyreek
McNeese,
Hill
Bama
scores.
over 167. I think it'll be a high-scoring game.
East is one of the best mid-majors.
I have I have Ohio State minus 19. Was that a troll?
No, McNeese is supposed to be really good.
No,
they
not
made the tournament
you.
last year.
Phil.
I don't know. Who knows?
No, I am taking the over.
All right.
That's
We'll
not
be
a
watching
troll.
it, so you might as well.
I have Ohio State minus 19.5. I have Bama minus 18.5, and I do have the over 166.5. I have Grambling plus 24.5.
I kind of like that, too.
I got Rutgers minus 16.5. Is he not playing tonight either, Dukes?
I haven't looked into it yet. I'm still debating what I'm taking about college.
And then I'm going to take Maryland minus 33.5. Florida A&M is god awful. They lost to TCU 105-59 and lost to SMU 102-73. They have no defense.
There were some good games this weekend too. Kansas looked good against
there's
Carolina.
Kansas.
Who are you
Carolina
on
also
for?
came
Are you
back.
on for football? NFL.
I'm in Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I thought I said it. I'm on the Dolphins.
New AP top 10.
Yep.
Spread or money on?
I'm
Duke went
taking.
up spread and money line.
I'm looking at Texas A&M minus 25 and a half. This is just looking at
Okay.
it. Just off the Texas A&M minus 25 and a half. One I'm definitely taking is Iowa State minus 27 and a half. And there's one more fucking team I saw that I really want to take. I'll tweet it out. There's one I really
All
want
right.
to
Are we all on the Dolphins tonight then?
No,
I'm
I'm on just touchdowns.
The
But you're not
Kansas
against
game
the Dolphins.
I'm not against the Dolphins, but to me, it's one of those just watch because I think the Rams are a compelling thing, and obviously I'm rooting for Frank so he doesn't have a meltdown. But yeah, I think both.
He's
Games,
gonna have meltdown, win or lose.
yeah,
so.
I think both teams are really.
Did you
good.
watch Kansas UNC?
Yes,
Awesome.
a good game.
Fuck UNC, but Kansas, Hunter, they got Hunter on the 3-point line at the end there, but it's just so funny he playing still. He's
DeMar DeRozan, 30-plus points, plus 285. I think he's playing great basketball lately.
NBA game I like. Clippers plus 6.5. The Clippers are playing the Thunder, and
Oh, Chet's
the
out.
Clippers are
Yeah,
one,
he's out for 6 weeks, right?
and the Clippers are a fascinating team. Every single time I bet on them, they're up for 85% of the game, and then somehow they crash and burn at the end.
I shout out to PMT Stats for doing our stats.
Always.
If these two are giving out picks, I want to see the record
Yeah, exactly.
because our faces
already-
are always up there. If you're giving it out, I need to see a record.
We also already are on it. It's the graphics department, not to like.
No,
they're
not
just
graphic
busy.
department. On the I don't care if people see it. I need to see it, like PMT Stats
All right.
or in our group chat.
Okay.
I'm not saying I don't need. You don't need to make a graph for yourself. You don't need.
We do. You're
You
good.
could maybe take.
We'll be streaming.
No. Yeah, we can say it. I don't know if Smitty's gonna.
I take
We don't,
one
we don't know if
or
Smitty's coming back or not.
Smitty's killing it this month.
We'll be streaming tonight.
Necessary there.
wait.
We were just saying, just take him off the graphic.
We'll fire it up. Streaming tonight. Frank in the building. We'll check it out. And should be a good one tonight.
Was this your take on ending the show?
Are you looking at the AP top 25?
I was looking at it. Yeah, I looked at the top 10 until you zoomed it out. I could only see what I could see.
Bama too.
Yeah, two. That's where they're supposed to be.
St. John's.
Yeah, the Johnnies.
They looked good.
Big East might be bad. Butler lost.
Ooh,
Nova
Seton
lost.
Hall lost.
Seton Hall lost.
Big win for Fordham.
Yes.
St. John's looked good.
St. John's.
They were
looks really
down
good.
and then fucking.
Yeah, St.
poured.
John's is scary. I already see St. John's in the
they-
fucking bracket.
Bosco.
Can't wait to see
it.
St. John's
Bosco.
Bama.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
have
be
some
bad.
takes about St. John's, and I'll pull yours. Like that guy, Brady Dunlap, like the white. That guy might be. He's like the caravan for them this year.
Yeah.
Like
That'll ruin you.
What?
That'll ruin you.
Yeah, those guys.
That's one team that could ruin you. Anyone else can't ruin you. It's Duke could ruin you.
Marty,
but
their guards are
St. John-
such playmakers.
No, they're really good.
They're
I'm just saying
really
his
good.
takes on them and how much he shit on them, and it's been a year. That's one that can. Duke is like, oh, Duke, whatever. St. John's, you can't come back.
I was craving the Bosco tweet, like when they're down like three
were
to
down to
Quinnipiac,
Marquette.
and I was like, I wanted to fucking tweet it so bad,
Oh,
being like,
Quinnipiac,
this is
I
what
should
happens
say.
when you don't like recruit the New York City area,
Yep.
and then just having a California kid go fucking like 30 on your ass.
Hey, listen, Boogie Flan looked great for Arkansas the other day.
Lost.
Yeah, he looked good though. but
Cal, what a joke.
he's a joke.
He's just like he just tried to copy what Gonzaga did, with, like, not the personnel.
He's a joke. He's a joke.
right,
It
I'll
is what
fire
it
it
is. All right. So we'll be streaming tonight. Frank in the building. Big game. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Yak's up next.
Yak's up next.
Go Dayton Flyers.